Hello, people.
Hello, everybody.
How are you?
Hi, guys.
How are you doing?
Inception.
Oh, I gotta get the thing up. I can't see what anybody's saying right now.
Yeah.
We're getting it up.
Oh my god, I look so red. People, I'm red. I'm on vacation. Don't get along. It's just the truth.
Okay.
Oh
wow. We have our volume on too. A lot of people in here. Hi, everybody.
Hey, guys. How's everyone doing? I needed this therapy, okay?
It's not gonna be therapy. We don't do therapy as well.
I need.
Yeah, we're not good at therapy. Haven't you guys learned that? You don't go to therapy.
Yeah. Like therapies.
Bob said there will be good stuff coming from Bellamy and Clark. Do I take the bait? Yes, you take the bait happily because listen. Bob. Do we have a choice but to take the bait?
Yeah, well, we took it for like 5 seasons. Might as well continue on taking it. Why not, people?
Exactly. And Bob has always been very good about Blark. So yeah, all right. Holly Hunter, can we talk about the Jason deal? All right. So yeah, Jason, okay. We're gonna like quickly like tell you guys like
recap the situation. We're gonna rest.
Yeah. Okay. We totally died.
If you missed what had happened,
yeah.
Basically, I mean, you guys probably all saw like what
I'm sure everybody saw on Twitter. There was this thing going on last night that he had quote tweeted us in, and then
saying we were wrong about our opinion,
and then the whole fandom kind of blew up, and then
you guys are so
we were
taken aback, and like it was so sweet how everybody just
came
forward like defense. That was really, really nice.
Yeah.
And we were just so like overwhelmed by like all of you guys.
Yeah, that really meant a lot for
it
really did. And
but it's all good now because he was really nice when we had spoken to him.
Yeah.
So
he direct messaged us, and he apologized, and everything's happy again.
Everything's fine. And I know a lot of people are annoyed at us because they think that we should be like nasty to him, and we're not like that, guys. Like we're like really positive, and we don't like to like we're just not like that. So like he was really nice to us when he reached out to us. So we're not gonna be mean.
No, exactly.
That's not who we are.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the showrunner of one of our favorite shows ever. Yeah. So, he did create something that we love. So I think everybody just needs to have some respect in that way. But yeah, like it's all water under the bridge. It's all over. And
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it. So
that's really it. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bob liking the tweet about us, we absolutely died.
Oh yeah, we died about that.
I'm still like freaking out about that, but yeah. All right, so everything's worked out. Let's talk about Blark and the past 2 episodes because this is our first live back.
Yeah, we haven't been on live in a while, so there's a lot to catch up on.
I want to know. What? What was the question?
No, we said that we have a lot to catch up on because we haven't done this in a while.
Oh yeah, yeah, we actually do.
So we don't even have our episode 10 reaction posted. We tried 5 times. It got blocked 5 times.
It got blocked 5 times.
I'm just so tired.
You just have to just dispute it. All of ours get blocked.
Hi, Logan.
How are you doing?
Hi,
Logan.
Logan was very adorable in his episode 10 reaction.
Yeah, that was so sweet.
Yeah, we all love Logan.
Logan is amazing. Yeah, so let's talk about episode 10. Let's talk about the Blakes first. Let's talk about how Bellamy in the fighting pit, that was insane. Like, oh my god,
that gave me a heart attack. Bellamy in the fighting pit, but Bob did such an amazing job fighting. Like that scene, I was so proud of him.
That was really good.
It was really
I mean, the whole scene was really good. Like I couldn't see anything through the tears.
Yeah.
Like you don't have our reaction, but like we were crying the entire time.
I feel like
we were just like crying the entire time. It was actually ridiculous.
I think the last time we cried was when the ending of the 4:13. You really just cried really badly. But I love that whole scene with the fighting pit. Like just
I mean, it looked visual. It looked really good. Like Bob fighting. Amazing. I mean, that is just like candy in my eyes.
We were blessed.
What?
We were blessed with that Bob fighting, and with Indra, I thought that was something that was crazy because Indra, who's this warrior from like she's been in wars and all that stuff, and the fact that like Bellamy was able to like keep up with her was really cool.
She was impressed too with Bellamy.
Yeah, it was really great.
Well,
she complimented him.
Bellamy had some good teachers.
Why don't we go there?
Amore.
I just love to bring it down. That's
just Amore.
We don't mention the other one. That also
we don't talk about her.
Let us not. But like from the visual standpoint, really good.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
I loved Monty coming in with his moment.
Even before that though, when Gaia went to throw went to throw like the thing, and Bellamy is so good. After everything, he like pushes Gaia, like tackles Gaia to freaking save his sister. Like I just love him so much.
Like, I mean, that is totally in Bellamy's character. Yeah. Like, it doesn't matter how much he disagrees with Octavia. It doesn't matter how much, like, he just, like, doesn't even recognize her. Like, that is still his sister. Like, that is still... He's still gonna try to save her life. And, I mean, like... the part that killed us most was just, like, right before the fighting part, when they're standing outside of the ring, and Gaia's like, after everything, you still think she wouldn't kill you or whatever.
She wouldn't be able to take your life or something like that.
He was like, I have to. And me and Mil, we lost it. We just like started sobbing. It was really ridiculous.
Oh my god, that part was great. The Blake conversation.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, we cried there as well. That's the I don't remember
years. Episode. Literally,
it was really about the Blakes. And I mean, and that relationship is really important to us. Like after Bellamy and Clark's relationship, that is like the most important relationship for us of the show. And just to see the episode was centered around them, and that was done like so well, I think.
Yeah, in my opinion.
This was like the episode 10 was our favorite episode of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I really like that it was mostly just. I mean, the plot was really good.
Yeah.
But it was mostly about the characters, and especially about Bellamy and Octavia and their relationship with each other.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Tremendously.
Oh yeah, that was our favorite part too.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is a good question. Do you think Octavia would have let him die in the pit? Because like we're not gonna really know because Monty came in. But
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, yeah.
It's hard to tell.
I like to think she wouldn't.
I like to think that she wouldn't, but that fight was going on for a while before Monty came in.
I believe that she would though.
But like she couldn't do anything from there. She tried to stop it before the start. Like she tried to find a way to like stop it, and like it's not like she can. If like Indra could have like hit him and killed him at any point there. Yeah. And like Octavia couldn't do anything about it, but like before that, she tried to find a way to save him. And I think, I mean, that's as much as she could do then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I really feel like this season we've seen like cracks in this like facade of Blood Reina, and I feel like in that episode, it was like what Jason had tweeted, like it was really Octavia versus Blood Reina with that decision of like.
Did you see that picture? Did you guys see that picture of Octavia? And it's like Blood Reina, like with like
yeah. So
it was so good, amazing. Like holding.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was, I don't know who made that, but that was really good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I like Octavia's storyline this season has been my favorite thing, really.
Yeah.
I think they did such a good job with her, with like the Blood Reina Octavia thing.
And with explaining every decision she made and how she got where she is.
Yeah, I mean,
especially in the last 2 episodes, honestly.
I mean, I get it's hard like to agree with her and like.
Yeah.
Like we don't, but like we still understand every like decision that she made and everything like that brought her to make those decisions. That is always like the most important part for me, like to understand it, even if I don't agree. And I think they did a really good job with her character actually this season. It has been just a really good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. Like, if you can understand the character, like, that's enough. Exactly. I think, especially with this show, because they're always making decisions like that. So, like, obviously, we're not gonna, like, agree with it, but if you understand it, you can at least, like, connect with them.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially with the dark year. Like, the dark year, that episode really shed a lot of light on Octavia's decisions and what she had to go through down there.
And honestly, we expected it to be really good and to be explained a lot, but honestly, we didn't expected this.
Like everyone knew cannibalism was coming.
Yeah, and we expected to see cannibalism and how that affected her, but we didn't expect what we got, that she was forced to force people.
Scene, like that scene that like she had to make them become cannibals, pretty much.
Yeah,
it was just heartbreaking to watch that whole scene.
Yeah,
like it was so hard to watch it because like what do you do at that point? Like I don't know, it's one of the worst decisions of the 100. Like either let your people die, and that is gonna affect the other people that want to eat human flesh.
Yeah,
they're gonna be left behind.
Who is gonna alive either, stay alive either way.
And so you affect the rest of humanity. So what do? Like, do you let them make that choice? Like, she wanted to, first of all, let them make that choice for themselves. But then Abby told her what happened before on the arc. And what the fuck do you do then? It was the worst. It was one of the hardest decisions of the 100. Like, it broke my, Marie. Marie did such a great job.
She killed it. This season,
I could. Like, her face when she shot the second guy, when she, broke.
Girl, it was really, that was the
girl. That was heartbreaking.
Yeah, but when the guy was saying, it's my brother, and he refused, that scene was, that was really hard to watch, that scene.
I'm sure Octavia was thinking, like, what if it was me and that was Bellamy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think anybody would eat that at this point of time.
Yeah, I mean, girl, come on.
Nobody would eat it.
Nobody would eat it. Like, I'm gonna eat your own brother. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
It is one of the worst things in the 100.
And the darkest thing,
definitely. It was really bad.
Why every time we come on here, all people talk about is Murphy, dying?
Murphy's not dying.
Murphy's not dying. He's the cockroach.
I'm pretty sure he's not gonna die by the end of the show.
Murphy's a cockroach. Murphy survives everything.
Yeah, that would not make sense.
No, Murphy's gonna survive this.
Yeah.
His story arc this season doesn't. I mean, nothing happened to incline that he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Usually, if a character is gonna die, they kind of set it up throughout the season.
Yeah.
He hasn't had that at all, so he's fine. He's really fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't see Murphy dying at all. He's nowhere near our death watch list.
No, I don't even. Was he even on it?
No,
he wasn't even on it.
On it.
It was on
No. Abby and Echo are also not dying. It has been confirmed. So I don't even know.
Yeah. Well, I think that they still have a lot of Abby's story to tell with her addiction and everything. So
and with Clark,
exactly. With Clark, they didn't have
Clark and
Clark
and Abby's relationship also needs to get better. So.
Oh yeah, exactly. That scene. Oh my god, when Clark comes in, I felt so bad for her.
Clark, yeah.
When she sees her mom ODing and she has to revive her, that's her reunion with her mom. Mm-hmm. That was just
so sad. Especially because Clark is isolated from everyone. Yeah. Not even Maddie and even her mom, she's a drug addict. Clark can't catch a break.
Yeah, Clark can't.
Clark really just I don't know, she breaks my heart. I don't know. Oh, that was so bad. That was ridiculous.
I love the scene though of Maddie telling Clark that they're on the wrong side.
Yeah. Because you are. Clark
Yeah, I love that whole conversation when she was talking about how Clark was actually the hero. I thought that was a really good conversation with the two of them.
Yeah, no, that was really. I mean, it broke my heart when she said, "I'm ashamed of you."
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What now? I mean, I understand because Clark's decisions in the past 2 episodes haven't been the best.
Exactly.
Actually, they have been horrible.
That's probably the worst decision.
Really bad decisions.
I mean, and once again, I understand every single decision she made, but that doesn't mean they're right.
And yeah. Clark is just all about Maddie, so she's not like looking at like the big.
Clark is not thinking straight at all. Like we've never seen Clark in this position.
When they said like Clark is gonna be all heart this season,
never really.
Past 2 episodes.
Exactly. It's very different from the Clark that we're used to.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a lot of people saying that the Clark that we knew 6 years ago would have been able to figure out a way to defeat McCreary from the inside while still protecting Maddie. And I feel like that's probably true. Like right now, her mindset is focused wholly on
I mean, we don't know if she would have been able to do all of that, but I think that she would have had different like perspectives, obviously. Like
definitely.
Yeah, because right now Clark's all about Maddie. Like she has blinders on. That's all she could say. She's not thinking about anybody else.
So. No, she has literal tunnel vision. She is just like concentrating on keeping Maddie safe, but she's not thinking about anything else.
Yeah.
Like that's just her priority.
Yeah.
And I think by doing that, she's like probably hurting Maddie more. And putting her more in danger.
Because I honestly don't see bigger danger than trusting McCreary. She said that he is a like psychopath or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like letting Maddie become commander is better choice for her than
trusting McCreary.
Honestly.
Definitely, yeah. Well, did you guys see the picture that got released?
Yeah.
The promotional photo, so we know that she is gonna become commander and lead.
That was such a big giveaway.
Huge spoiler.
Octavius besides her, so they're good. I don't know how they released that picture.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, me and Lola literally talked the day before that. That's gonna happen. So we really expected that. But it's really a big giveaway.
It's a big giveaway.
Yeah.
I don't know why they posted it.
Yeah. So that's telling us that she's gonna run away from Clark, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of been because I don't know how this I'm ashamed of you and reminding Clark of everything she's done in the past is gonna affect Clark and maybe he's gonna open her eyes a little bit more.
Yeah.
So maybe it's all
she lets her.
Yeah, maybe it's all Clark's plan. Maybe Clark has some kind of a plan where they can
that we don't know about yet. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think Maddie's gonna run away. I think Clark is gonna let her go.
Yeah.
I mean, I love that conversation though, where she brings back that whole the quote of like, I bear it so they don't have to, like that whole thing. She brings up that leather. Like she came with receipts, Maddie. She was like
No, literally when I heard that I was about to die.
Yeah.
I was about to die. And I like that like Maddie was also kind of speaking to the fan watching the show that like because a lot of people are against Octavia and so like they were just like
she explained
a
little.
She just like also I think
what Octavia had to do actually.
Yeah.
And what Octavia actually did for her people at that moment.
Yeah.
Well, like that conversation with Bellamy and Octavia when Octavia is like, this needs to mean something. Like Octavia basically feels as though everything that they went through in the dark era, forcing people to make that disgusting and really hard choice and cannibalism. That's the unimaginable. She needs that whole year to be worth it all.
Yeah, I mean, she literally gave her soul, in my opinion, for those people so they could live. She bore it so they didn't have to. And I think there's no other way for her to continue if they don't get.
Yeah, I mean, like after all they went through to just like stay in the bunker where they had to go through all that. I mean, that is no life at all, really.
Yeah.
And I think she views it that way, and she's just like, she just has to get them to that valley. Like even though like some people would like stay there and not fight, like she doesn't want to give them that option.
Yeah,
She doesn't want anyone to stay in that place. Like she just wants to get them to the valley so that everything has a meaning. Because like if there was no point to what they did to survive, then
I think that she thinks that if maybe they get to the valley, that maybe they can get their lives back. Honestly, because a lot of them are really fucked up, including her first, with everything that happened.
Are you there?
Apparently not.
Did we lose you?
Or are we lost?
I don't know who's lost. Is it just us, guys? Wait, let me see if it's just us. I think it's just us.
Are you sure?
Well, yes, because see, we're talking here. Is it just us?
Well, if we're talking,
Shit, is that them? You see us?
I see. No, we can see.
Okay, so it's just us.
Oh, okay, it's just us.
It's just
okay,
us.
Yeah.
Well, hello. We're here to
always.
take over. We're here to take over the channel. Wait, let me see if they texted us again. Figure it out.
Okay, their Wi-Fi. You have to.
Their Wi-Fi. Well, like, sorry. Give us a second, people.
Um.
Wi-Fi went out. They'll be right back. Okay, well, go back to the chat.
I don't think we're here.
What do you mean we don't think we're there?
Yeah.
How are we not there?
I heard something, no?
Okay, no, we're good. Okay, well, so we're gonna talk with you guys until they get back. Anyways, let's find a question. Come on, let's find a question. Shit.
We're back. Oh, we're
great. We were literally just looking for a question. To fill the silence. Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Again, we'll move to a different room.
Yeah, if it happens again, we'll move.
Lag crew is live and well, people. Lag crew is live and well.
You guys know we've been here. What is this, like our 10th chat?
Yeah.
Okay, great. What were we talking about in lost about Octavia?
We were talking, about.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the line with Octavia when she said that you were saying that she sold her soul really to getting her people back.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's what happened.
Oh my god, everybody's saying Lag Crew.
Lag Crew.
That's like the sweetest nickname, Lag Crew.
Yeah, I feel like, oh, Lag Crew.
You're Lag Crew.
You guys need to hire technicians to keep you connected.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so I enjoyed episode 11, episode 12. Really, it was 10 and 11. What did I say?
12.
12. It's just I'm predicting I'm gonna enjoy episode 12.
Yeah, hopefully.
10 and 12. 10 and 11. What?
Yeah,
I really enjoyed those two.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of really exciting stuff coming with the way that Bob and Eliza were speaking at San Diego Comic-Con. Like, we know it's gonna be
my expectations
really
went up in the past week.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did someone say? Was there explosion? And someone said Bellamy might get blown up. What is that? What are you talking about?
Oh, in the promo,
it kind of looked like the guy. He looked like Bellamy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Bellamy in a life-threatening situation.
No, if that's.
Oh my God.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Imagine if Clark has to he gets hurt and Clark has to fix him.
That's a theory that has been circulating the internet.
I would love that.
Do you think that the worms will be back? Like, that's a big thing that people are saying that
the worms aren't going to affect.
I don't think that the worms are coming
they already
back.
passed the worms.
Well, I was worried when Clark threw away the worms. I was just like, aren't they gonna spread out there? And when one crew is marching, aren't they gonna come there?
But
those worms are already around.
There is a lot of worms.
I don't fucking know.
Those weren't the only worms we got in that guy.
Hopefully, it's the end of the worms.
No,
that's not another problem we have because I think that's too much.
Think that there is no point in them right now.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a theory that was going around on Twitter that people were saying that Bellamy got hurt. We saw in the arena he was cut, so a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, what if the worms go in his arm and Clark has to save him?" But I feel like
they're already past the worms. If Bellamy gets hurt, it's going to be in battle.
Yes, it's gonna be in battle, and Clark is gonna have to save him.
I want them to see each other across the battlefield.
The thing about this,
oh my God! Like imagine across the battlefield on different sides. Like
I really want that too.
That would be amazing.
It would be a really great parallel.
That is the angst I signed up for. Like
that is the angst I want.
Well, that's
not the thing with the other person. No, that's not the angst I wanted.
Yeah,
I need them to
across the battlefield.
I think it's a realistic possibility though, because for the first time ever, Bellamy and Clark are fully on opposite sides of a war.
Clark's face, she's gonna see that Bellamy is alive.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a little bit of her starting to feel guilty with Maddie, and then she kind of keeps brushing it off and putting it behind her head because she doesn't want to really.
Yeah, she doesn't want to think about it. I think she's literally just like trying not to think about it at all.
Yeah.
Like there was like a second, and then she's like, turn it off.
Maddie. Yeah.
Maddie.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I'm really not wondering because like I always, you know, the picture with Bellamy and Clark that Jason posted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was like really bad. On like his like I always thought that was a scene of them two looking at the same thing, like not looking at each other. But now maybe they're looking at each other, which
now that you want them to look at each other.
I might die, you know? Like what if that is their like reunion shot?
But that's episode 13.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, that was.
Is that episode 13?
I don't know. We don't know.
No, I think he did.
No,
didn't he?
I actually, he was there. He was there for the shoot, and he's there for the shoot. Yeah, that was episode 13. So what the fuck is that then?
That's them looking at the people who are staying after they are going with the Legis 3. Yeah. You know.
Well, Meredith's response. Well, Meredith asked Bob about that, and he said Jason Jason tweets things he shouldn't.
Yeah.
So, meaning that's a spoiler.
That's a giveaway.
Yeah, but the thing is, he knows what that is, and he maybe thinks it's a spoiler. But apparently it's been like 13 weeks or 3 months since we saw that picture. We can figure out. So
we don't know. So
that's so true. Like we've had this picture forever.
Maybe he thinks we're so smart we can figure it out, but like no one can. I have no idea what it is really. I mean, it looks like they're in the back of a ship. That's what it always looked like to me.
Yeah.
But I might be reaching because I think like Allegiance is coming, so that is like the only thing I can come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, what's happening with cryosleep?
Is cryosleep still a possibility?
We've been talking about cryo for like how many weeks?
Somehow Shaw is somehow connected to Allegiance 3.
Yeah.
Like maybe he's from Allegiance 3.
And he maybe betrayed them to save this Allegiance
4. This is Allegiance 4?
Okay, yeah. He maybe betrayed them to save Allegiance 4, and that's why he doesn't want to talk about Allegiance 3.
Or maybe also
I think he's a spy.
I have so many theories with Allegiance 3. Like, do you know the Becca when Becca was burning? Maybe he's a spy for Allegiance 3.
I was always like, there's no way, but maybe that's why he saved them. Because they had a bigger plan for them.
And that could be Shaw's death. That's if they're gonna kill him.
You're burying Shaw already.
I don't think
I shouldn't do that, Raven. I feel like you shouldn't do that, Raven.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But also, I thought like we saw the Becca burning thing, and like they wouldn't show us that if it was not important. And Becca was saying like, he is lying to you. Who the fuck is he?
He is
and also, who's burning her, and why do they have masks? And is that somehow Allegiance 3?
Yeah, something. There is something.
That could have totally been Allegiance 3 because of.
Yeah, that has to be connected with Allegiance 3.
No, people who. I can't.
That has to be.
Thinking about it, I'm just scared.
Because like that has to be Allegiance 3, right? Because like why would they show that? Like it would not be necessary.
Yeah.
To show that.
And I feel like maybe Allegiance 3 are really bad guys.
Oh, yeah. And then somebody just said in the chat, he definitely knows something about Allegiance 3. The way he reacted when Raven said she could not break into the files.
Yeah, that's when we got suspicious. That's what was like, are you from Allegiance 3?
Yeah.
Also, my other theory was that maybe Allegiance 3 heard Clark's messages for 6 years.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying that too. Like, what if that's the way the radio calls actually get addressed? Because Bob did say that it's addressed in a way that we wouldn't expect. But he said the same thing about him finding out Clark is alive, which was through Maddie. And we know that Maddie obviously knows about the radio calls. So it could be Maddie, but it could also be Allegiance 3.
I'm sorry, what is Cadogan? What is?
I mean, well, now we do, but
what is Cadogan? It sounds familiar, but I cannot. What is that?
What is what?
I don't know. People in the chat are saying something that's Cadogan burning her. Cadogan appears and leaves. What is Cadogan?
Cadogan's bunker cult. I don't. Oh, was that the that was back in season 4. That was the bunker, right? But remember when Jaha took Bellamy and Clark on like a day trip and they went there and there was the bunker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the video.
That's the bunker that's the bunker where everyone died.
Yeah.
I think so.
How are they connected to Legion's tree?
I don't know.
Yeah, the bunker cult leader.
The cult leader,
Like,
that's 403 that Jaha found, yeah.
Like, I feel everyone Legion's tree has to, like, come now. Like, there's, like, right? What did the description of episode 13 say? Like, there's a threat. There's a threat to the
Oh, wait, yeah, Dumpster Fire said mountain people were the ones that burned Becca.
Mountain people?
Well, they had masks.
Yeah.
Oh.
But, like, what is it? What? He's lying to you. What is he lying about? What was she talking about? I can save you. I can save you lying to you. I'm not smart enough to figure this out.
No, but it's true. Why did, out of everything, why did they show us Becca's death? Like, why did they show?
Like, well, it's connected to Legion's tree.
It has to be connected to Legion's tree. Like, there is no reason, and that now they mention Legion's tree close to the finale. So Legion's tree is coming, and everything is connected to them.
Yeah.
That, like, we can't piece together. Everything is connected. So, like, Becca is connected to them. Didn't they live in Becca's time?
Yeah.
Yeah? They're from Becca's time, right?
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I'm so lost.
Oh my god, Shaw is a spy.
Shaw is from Legion's tree, people.
Yeah.
That I think actually could be could be true.
That could be true. And did you see, I think her name is Ivana, the girl who plays Dioza, that actress, she was at a con, and she said that there were 3 big things that are going to happen in the finale.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
That are going to happen?
Yeah.
And it ends on a cliffhanger.
And it ends on a cliffhanger.
That doesn't make any sense though, because didn't Bob say that
what's strange about it ending on a cliffhanger is like
Bob felt like they could have ended it here. So.
But I feel like maybe the 100 is gonna anyway have an open ending, which can be
like,
kind of a cliffhanger.
I feel like
if they went to for example, cryosleep, that for 100 years, that can be an ending of a show. I mean, maybe in Jason's mind, that can be an ending of a show.
At the ending of season 4 could have also been the ending of the show. Like,
exactly.
It ends with like another prisoner ship coming down to Earth. And they're like, I feel like that could have also been the end of the show. And it's very like final.
Yeah.
So like, I can imagine a world where like what Bob said and what Ivana said makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely. But that's why we were saying I really feel like we have to be getting a confession between Bellamy and Clark, because I feel like that would, like, I could see them doing it like that. Like, if the series were to end after this season with a confession between Bellamy and Clark, that's like, I feel like that can really allude to the fact that, okay, they got together, obviously.
Exactly. That's why I think we're getting a confession, and then they're going to, like, explore that more in season 6.
That's why I really think that now we have a season 6, so they're actually going to be able to show that to us. And I can't imagine it not being.
Yeah, I can't imagine
the show.
I think it's going to, like, kind of, like you said, like, if this was the ending, it would be, like, everybody would know they're going to get together. You know?
Yeah, like, I think that I can't imagine the show ending without Bellamy and Clark being together. That was, like, the whole purpose. It's their story, you know? So I feel like it has to be something like that.
I feel like it's gonna be something big, though. I definitely think it's gonna be something
Listen, we've been here for a very long time, the 4 of us. So we know that they have never hyped up a finale.
Something big is coming up. This is
never
they're so
happened.
proud. They're so proud. Like they're really excited for us to see Bob and Eliza.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like, I don't know. But I don't know what to expect. Like, right now where I am, I feel like I'm expecting Bellamy's gonna find out about calls somehow.
Yeah.
And they're gonna talk.
Yeah.
How that conversation is gonna go is lost on me.
Yeah.
But I feel like someone is gonna say something like, not intentionally, but like both of them are gonna be like, Like what is happening? What are we doing? Are you what?
I
like,
actually think,
like in their minds they'll be just like, are we crossing the line? Cross the fucking line.
Yeah, I actually think it's gonna be maybe even more than that. Honestly.
Yeah, like someone has it done when people say confession. I don't know what anyone means. What do you people mean? I don't know.
Because
I don't even know if we know what it means.
I don't even know. I just want like a declaration of feelings, like something where it is fully romantic. Like even if they like interlock fingers and like stare deeply into each other's eyes, and maybe we'll get the forehead touch. Something that's explicitly like romantic.
Don't tell me that. Give up. Honestly.
No.
I will be out the window.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I mean, hold on. A lot of people in the chat are now saying like, how's Becco supposed to end in 2 episodes? But I think that maybe like it's gonna unspoken that they're like broken up, but maybe like because I think that a lot of our guys are not gonna be in the same place at the end of the season. Yeah. So I think that some of them are gonna like go to space or something, and then some of them are gonna stay. Like I think it's gonna be like not everybody's gonna be together. So maybe like Bellamy and Echo are gonna be like.
Well, I mean, I've also seen a lot of people.
Or Echo's gonna do something really bad.
That's the whole thing.
In the next episode, and then it's gonna be kind of like obviously it's over type thing.
Well, I've seen a lot of people speculating about like Echo's freaking comment when she was like, "Oh, I'll deal with her later." Like the nerve when she said that. So
that would be really good for us if Bellamy walks in on Echo trying to kill Clark or something.
What if they're actually fighting or something, and Bellamy walks in on?
Well, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to get like an actual fight with them because of what didn't Bowie start like something had happened with like Eliza's dog, I think, was freaking out because they had a scene or something. I don't know.
There was
I don't really remember what happened with
it was at Unity Day. Some fan said something about like there's a scene where Tasia goes after she was going after Eliza and Bowie freaked out on set.
That could just be like them yelling.
No. Who knows?
I don't know if it was physical.
I didn't know that.
I don't know. It was like a while ago.
Yeah, this happened during Unity Day.
In my mind, I dislike Echo just like badly, and it's so annoying that she said like I'll deal with her later. I don't think she's actually gonna try anything with Clark.
Yeah, I don't think so too. I think I don't,
because the writers want us to like Echo, right? So they're not gonna go there.
She has to mess up. That's the problem.
I don't think she's gonna mess up. I don't think we keep saying that. I don't even want the breakup of Becco to be because Echo did something wrong.
I always wanted it to be because of Clark.
I don't want that. I don't think they're gonna break up.
Honestly, I don't think they're gonna break up in this season.
Me neither.
And
the thing is, I think they're gonna be together. And Bellamy and Clark are gonna have that like last scene or something where they kind of realize
their feelings for each other. And then like Bellamy's still with Echo, but then Bellamy's like now Bellamy's like confused. So I feel like that's what, for example, Lindsay thought when she said that his love life is a mess or something like that because of that last episode.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's something like that. And then he's gonna break up with Echo in the season 6.
In season 6. I cannot end the season with Becco together.
But I didn't believe that we're gonna end the season without Bellar kiss. So I accepted that. I am accepting Becco. And in season 6 we're gonna get Bellar.
Let's just move on let's just not think about that.
Let's just accept everything we're getting.
Yeah, I definitely think it's
let us just accept.
Well, we still have, remember Bob said that the whole relationship between Bellamy and Echo is strained, and we haven't seen that yet.
That's the thing. We need to see the strain in Bellamy and Echo's relationship. We haven't seen that. So
because they've been apart,
something is going to happen with them.
Yeah,
so
I feel like what he was talking about to strain their relationship, that was like the part with Octavia and them being separated and like having to like stop the war, like that kind of.
He did it after that, after like all that though. Didn't he say this after like they had already been separated?
I don't remember.
I don't know when he said it.
What I feel like really need this season is I need Bellamy to actively choose Clark in something.
I know.
Because the whole season, they've basically been having miscommunication, and like we need them to fully talk, and I want Bellamy to pick Clark in some way. And whatever that ends up being, like I feel like he's been so much with like my family.
I want Clark to know that she's not alone.
That's the whole thing. Like I want Clark to know that she still has Bellamy in her corner. Like that's like her best friend. That's her partner. You know, like that she still has that person to count on.
And she doesn't feel like she just has Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that is somehow gonna also be incorporated in their scene. Like one of them says, "You're my family as well," or something like that. Like not sibling family, for the love of God. But like family. I feel like that has to be mentioned because like Bellamy has been saying family for Space Crew so many times. Like it could be a drinking game at this point, and we all get wasted. But I think that it has to come back. I don't think he will. I don't think there'll be a scene where he's gonna have to choose between Clark or
No, I don't.
I just feel like there's gonna be a scene where maybe, let's say, it's the fighting thing, and like he knows Clark's in danger. He goes like after her to like I don't know, protect her or something. That to go there like.
We're talking so casually about it, but when I think about that, that's so big in my opinion.
I mean, that's true. But like,
after the season we just had, I would die if he just went and protected Clark. Honestly,
yeah. I mean, I would love if he went to protect Clark, like even if they like didn't talk and solve things.
Yeah, that's like, what I want.
Then when he's like still I don't know. I don't know if he's gonna be mad at her. I don't know what is happening. But like I want him to like go and like save Clark regardless of like what like happened between them in like episodes 9, 8?
Yeah,
9, 10.
I always thought that he's gonna protect Maddie at all costs, but
or protect Maddie.
Yeah, because
oh my god, what were we talking about the other day? Weren't we talking about? I was like, what if Bellamy like takes a bullet for Maddie or something in the shoulder or something? Yeah, I was like, what if like Bellamy like protects Maddie? Like somebody's about to like shoot her
because he
or something,
promised,
and like he like ends up keeping his promise to protect Maddie because he like jumps in front of her, and it's, like grazing his shoulder or something. Not like a life threatening, like, but Clark has to like fix him, and it's like really intense. Like I want that to happen.
I mean, that would be
that would be amazing. Yeah, me too. I always thought that something like that they're gonna make up. I thought that they won't even talk. I thought they're gonna make up. I mean, I have a lot of expectations. I thought that they were gonna make up when he does anything, risk his life, risk anything to protect Maddie.
Like imagine that, guys. If Bellamy like risks his life to protect Maddie, and then like Clark is like saving him, and Bellamy's like laying there like in like the bed or whatever, like, and Clark is like holding his hand, and he's like just laying there. Like,
they're not gonna give us anything. That
we have, yeah.
Like I'm just so.
But that would be great.
They will not give me an injured Bellamy with Clark looking after him. They might give me an injured Bellamy with Echo looking after him.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. They've been giving us the entire season. I feel like
I have no faith.
Yeah,
I have no faith.
Or what if this could be a big? I don't think that they would do this because, like,
I still want the line like "You're my people" to come back. I want him to tell Clark that
we were saying that like we want Echo to mess up, but with how the cast and how everybody has been acting, they want us to like Echo. So I don't know if they're actually going to make her mess up, but what would make a really huge, big issue would be what if she, like, accidentally got one of our guys killed? Like, one of, like, the main people. What if it was her fault?
But if there's no way. Bellamy would understand. Like, Bellamy's not going to,
Will he, though, if it's somebody really, really big? Will he?
I don't know.
I feel like, honestly, they would make Clark before they would make Echo kill some guys. There is no fucking chance.
That's not gonna make us like her either.
No, that's the whole thing. Like that wouldn't make us like
even if she does that, and like that's the reason why Bellamy would like they wouldn't make Bellamy's character do that. Like, I wouldn't want Bellamy's character to like just like dismiss her now if she like
there's no way
accidentally got someone killed. Like that's not who Bellamy was ever. Like he's always just like very understanding of people. And I wouldn't want that for his character. So I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think I literally don't think Echo's gonna do anything bad.
No, me neither.
They want us to like make her do anything bad, really.
So why do we think that Clark and Echo are gonna talk? What's that about? They're gonna like have that.
Well, I saw another theory. People were saying that what if Echo lets Maddie go, and that's what causes a really big rift between Clark and Echo. Like, what if Echo lets Maddie go to be the commander with Wonkru, so that way she can stop the war and get all these people.
She like helps her get away from Clark.
She helps her get away from Clark, and then Clark all of a sudden is like, what the fuck, you know? And then it
goes after her because
that's the big fight, and that's a big scene. And
I can see that that would make sense.
And then what if Maddie gets hurt? Then it's kind of Echo's fault if Maddie gets hurt because she sent Maddie there. But I don't think Maddie's going to get hurt. But
no, Maddie's fine.
Maddie's gonna get hurt. I need Bellamy to protect her.
I actually think that they're gonna make. I don't even want to say it.
I feel like they're gonna. I feel like Clark's gonna let Maddie go.
Yeah, I want that, honestly. I would like that because after the entire season of her doing everything that she can to protect her, I want her to let her go at the end of the season. So that would make a full circle or something like that.
Yeah. So I prefer if like just Clark let Maddie go, and the conversation between Echo
do you think it's gonna be about Bellamy? Because I feel like they would do something like that where Echo is actually the one who is worrying about Bellamy because now she knows that Clark let him behind to die or something like that. And I feel like they would, because of Echo's character right now, I feel like they would do something like that when she is the one worried about Bellamy, that she attacks Clark verbally.
Yeah.
I mean that's not something that I want, but I feel like writers would go that way. Maybe she said like he mourned over you for 6 years.
Exactly. Like if that happens, I want Echo to tell Clark something along the lines of like it killed him to leave you. Like how can you just
you know, we still might get that because
exactly. I agree.
Might get that. That's what we all thought the scene was going to be.
That's what we thought the scene was originally. And then we had all thought that it was going to be about her leaving Bellamy, but she already spoke to Bellamy, so that's not going to happen.
No, exactly. So, maybe it's Echo telling Clark that Bellamy made it. And, you know, and kind of telling her...
No, I want Clark to see Bellamy across the battlefield for the first time. I don't want
but are we going to get that?
From Echo?
Are we going to get that, though? Because, listen, if we do get Echo telling Clark that Bellamy is alive... that could lead into her basically leading in more of that guilt of like, you know how hard it was for him to leave you? I watched him more.
I feel like Echo should be able to notice if that's the scene, then she should be able to notice Clark's feelings.
Well, she's a spy. You think that she would know these.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she would catch that. Yeah. Catch that.
She's really shitty spy. She does nothing, honestly.
I love the theory that they're like on different sides of the battlefield, but I don't think it's gonna happen because I feel like before the battle,
I don't think that is gonna happen. I think that this theory with her talking to Clark, it has more chance of happening because we know that there is a scene between them, and we know that Echo is gonna cry in that scene, so it's gonna be like I don't know what the word.
Maybe like Echo's gonna be mad she left him or whatever, and she's gonna just like wanna.
But I would love this. I would love this. I would honestly love it if she said it killed him. How could you just leave him? And then, but I would also love Clark to ask if Bellamy is alive and Echo to see her face or something like that. And I would love everything in that conversation.
Yeah.
Imagine if it's not about Bellamy. Imagine if it's about Abby or something like that.
Yeah, as long as it's Bellamy related.
I wanted Clark to find out that Bellamy was alive, and then it's a parallel, like when she had heard his voice in, like, on the radio in Mount Weather.
Oh yeah,
really relieved.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's so many parallel opportunities.
I want a lot of lines still to come back. Like I want like.
Or what if?
Be really great.
What if when Clark let's say Clark lets Maddie go, because we do have that picture of this week's episode of them hugging. So let's say she does let Maddie go, right? What if Clark gets in trouble by being in there with McCreary and everything? So Maddie goes and tells Bellamy, like, Clark's in trouble, and that's why he's not in any of the promotional photos. Like, I think it's so weird that for a finale, Bellamy and Clark, the two leads of the show, are not in any of the promotional photos. Like, that means, like, wherever they are, like, why didn't they give that? That's weird.
I feel like that's gonna be a big spoiler. I think that's why they didn't give it.
Okay, she lets Maddie go, but she gets captured by McCreary. And then Bellamy has to go and rescue her.
No, I don't think
so.
I don't think so. I think there is a big war going on, and I feel like Bellamy is gonna be the entire time.
Yeah, but like in the middle of a war, he's gonna have to go and what if McCreary like goes and takes Clark as hostage and just is like
I'll just tweet it.
And like he knows what Bellamy did before. Like he was just like, I'm gonna kill 83 men. For that one, so he holds Clark hostage across the battlefield.
Oh my god! But it would be such a good parallel.
I'm writing fan fiction right now. I mean, it's not gonna happen. I'm really just like, it's not gonna happen.
That's what we've been doing like all season. Like, I feel like I want to go back eventually, and like I want to go back and rewatch all of our live chats.
No. Back. It's gonna be tragic. We were so hopeful.
Every
we were just like, they're gonna kiss. Maybe in the 8th episode.
No,
maybe.
I feel like we guys, like in the beginning of the season, I would love to hear what we were saying like after episode like 3.
Honestly, I don't think it would be funny to me. I think it would cry.
Tragic. It would be tragic. I just remember me saying during one of the live chats. I just remember I was like, I literally have no doubt. Like every year, I'm like, I'm not sure. This year, I have no doubt Bellamy and Clark will become canon. Joke's on me.
Well, no. The funniest is that tweet that you had put up like forever ago is actually becoming real.
Believe in it?
I was like
literally,
we were literally like, I don't know why we're posting this because like there was no point because they're gonna get like, together.
It's funny.
But it's funny. Let's post.
Let's post.
That scene though, like Bob and that's their new favorite scene that we're getting. Yeah. That beat 313. So it's gonna beat 313. It's gonna
be Oh yeah,
because like they keep saying that like 313 is their favorite or like 18.
Yeah.
So like to get a scene that for them is like better than those scenes is just like what? Like how is 413 not there with them? How is it possible?
Yeah, I know. Exactly. Like it's better than that too. That's what I'm saying. They've never hyped up a finale to this extent before. Like I feel like something huge has to be happening where it's enough for them to love it more than their favorite scene for like 2 years. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, the thing about these therapies that we are doing, I feel like I'm only much more hopeful after them and then get disappointed with the episodes. Always. I'm now on the mood, honestly.
Episode 6 is a dark time.
That was our dark year.
That was our dark week.
Yeah, but the live chat after episode 6 was the most useful thing.
That was
a real therapy chat.
We will never.
But like we were wrong. We were wrong.
Nobody cares. We were so happy back then.
We were wrong, but we turned it around.
Yeah,
we just turned it around. Hilarious.
Before we started that live chat, I was like, we shouldn't be doing this. We can't help anybody. We can't help ourselves. The opposite. Yeah. I mean,
somebody goes, we thought they were gonna break up in 506.
No.
We were saying 10.
We were just 10, like,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
What?
We were saying they were gonna break up in 10.
Remember, we all thought they were gonna break up in 10
to parallel Finn and Raven.
Yeah, but like as the episodes went on, we kept pushing it back.
Yeah, we pushed
and now we're at
season 6. And now it's season 6, and we're like, okay.
No. What you gonna do?
Nothing we can do about it.
Let's just
the most important thing is that they will break up, and that's what that's going to happen. So our day will come.
Yeah,
next year.
Yeah,
next year.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. Whatever. Okay.
We should see if there's any questions. Community tab.
Okay.
Someone asked what our favorite episode this season was.
What for you?
I really,
I gotta think about that.
I don't know what
order I would
508.
put them in.
I don't know. 508 was great. 8,
I think
and 9 were really good.
Yeah,
for
but
us.
3 and 4 too.
But yeah, 3 and 4. Oh, 4 was
4
was really good.
I feel like 8, 4,
Something like that.
like
What was
3 and
yours?
9.
For us, it's like episode 10 and episode 4 and episode. I have no idea.
No, for me those are
10 and 4 are just like
for first
the best.
But after that it goes 3 and 8. I feel
3 and 8, something
and 9
like that, yeah.
and 9 also.
That was
9 was amazing.
I enjoyed 7 as well.
Well, after
7 was
those.
good. After those, yeah.
Yeah,
But, like, 10
like,
and
even like
4.
the angst, like it's kind of like I remember at the time, like that 305 angst, like really, we were all like so shook when we watched that scene, and now it's like one of their best scenes. Like I feel like that's hopefully like at the end of the season, all those really, really angsty scenes are like gonna be some of their best. Like I think it was like that slap scene was so like hard
that was
us.
shocking, but now looking back, it's like, damn.
Their acting in that scene was so fantastic. Like the way that they looked at each other in that moment.
It was like break us.
Yeah.
It was there to break us and it broke us.
Exactly.
Yes, it did.
But it was really good. I really
And we
enjoyed
still haven't really recovered.
No, they haven't recovered either. So
Exactly.
I cannot. Like I cannot wait for their reunion. I'm imagining something like 311. I think like something like that maybe. Like the just like the look.
Yeah. Well,
but, like I don't know. But I'm very excited for it.
Well, you know what I found really interesting is the fact that at San Diego Comic-Con, Bob said that 8 and 9 were a turning point for Bellamy. But then a fan asked him this weekend, and he reverted it to Clark. Like, oh, well, I think it was more of a turning point for Clark. And then he starts like summing up what happened in the episode.
Yeah,
like,
I noticed that.
He
backtracked away from Bellamy. So
yeah, I noticed that. I was like, first of all, he was like, the slap was a turning point for Bellamy, and then he said, I think it was more a turning point for Clark. Like, who? Like, what? Both. Let's say it's turning point for both.
Yeah, like the question was specifically for Bellamy. Like, why did you kind of like? I don't know. Like, it was just strange the way he kind of like averted that question.
Because maybe
I don't know. I don't know. Now I remember I saw the video of him answering that, and I was like, I swear he said it was a turning point for Bellamy, and I was like, did I hear that wrong at Comic-Con? I don't know.
Let's just say that Jason like texted him and was like, "Listen, Bob, be careful."
Yeah, everything is just like Jason being like, "Do not say that. Do not say that."
Well, we were all, oh my god, the moment when Bob revealed at San Diego Comic-Con that the family line was originally him.
Oh, I wanted to laugh. I laughed.
He was like, people took that so literal. And then it's like, you watch like our reactions, like both of us, and we were like, that family line.
I hate it.
The only way I wouldn't hate it at the end if he says to Claire that he's his family by the end.
Her family, yeah. Then to make it for me.
That's what I'm hoping. Like, I really feel as if Bob knows Bellamy better than anybody. So I really feel that if he did that, then there's a purpose to it.
Exactly.
You know?
He did that knowing where Bellamy's storyline was going.
Exactly. He knew the season.
Maybe, but like for me, that line didn't help. Didn't help because his motivation in episode that was episode 9.
Yeah,
right?
that was really
it felt more like it felt to me. I like. The show portrayed it that way, like it wasn't supposed to, but it portrayed it for me in a sense that like he's doing what he's doing to protect space crew. They concentrated more on that and not that like Bellamy's looking at the bigger picture and trying to save everyone. They really concentrated on the fact that he wants to save like space crew, and that's what bothered me a lot.
Yeah, that line actually.
That line really didn't help me at all. Because like if I thought he was looking at the bigger picture and trying to stop the war, then I would love that he did that, because like that was him thinking with his head. But like they emphasize the family thing.
He said literally
so much.
He literally said, "They're my family. This is happening." That's
like exactly. I still feel that the way that he approached that was just wrong. Like, you know, he could have said it, even if he said, you know, they're my family too. Like, even if he said it in a more like understanding way of like, they're my family too, just like you and Matt. Like, I don't know, just the way that he completely brushed her off. Like, they did.
I think we've all just been hearing. We've all just been hearing like this family for like the whole season, and
so
like to see Clark like isolated. It's just like,
no, like we hear family and like we can't connect to it at all. Like I feel nothing.
Thing, honestly.
Like I feel nothing when they're all together. Literally nothing. There's like I have never been in a position where I feel nothing towards something in the 100. Like I just like when he says family, I'm just like whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it makes me sad that Clark hasn't reunited with Murphy and Raven yet either. All season, we're on the last.
We know that reunion between her and Raven is not gonna be a good one. If
well, because she left. I guess it's gonna be like rocky because of that.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, not that she left Bellamy. Because, no. It's not because she left Bellamy. It's because like she's working with McCreary.
Yeah.
She's on the opposite side. That's why it's gonna be shaky, I guess. But like, it's ridiculous to me. It's the end of the season and Raven and Clark haven't reunited yet. Imagine that.
Well, yeah.
Are you guys there? Did we lose you again? Are we gonna wait to see if we lost them? Because we clearly lost them.
We clearly lost them.
Okay, well, let's then find the question to answer until they come back. Right.
Well,
Wait, I saw a question like this twice there. Wait, give me a second. What did they say? It's Let's be real. Do you think Bellark will ever happen? Because Jason still makes up scenarios like Becco, so do you still? I do. I really do have hope for Bellamy and Clark. Because like this show does what every show does when they have like a. You're back. I'm there. Hello, guys. It's not connecting again. Hello.
Okay,
you can hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, no, what were we just saying?
Well, we started to answer another question because you were gone. The question asked if we really think that Bellamy and Clark are ever gonna happen because like Jason has been like giving us.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna happen.
I do. I think that he's not gonna come out and like really promote Bellamy and Clark because that would be a spoiler, and he said that he would never spoil the real story on Twitter. Like, I think that something really big is happening that we're all going to be really excited about going into season 6.
Yeah.
I feel like I said, the 100 does what other shows also do that like annoy me sometimes. I mean, depends on how far they do it. When they have a ship that everyone wants to get together, they prolong it so that fans will just like stick around longer.
Yeah, I just hope they won't prolong it.
And like for like some, like it ruined some couples for me, like from other shows that I watched, like when they just prolong it for unnecessary reasons.
Yeah.
Bellamy and Clark have been good so far.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Bellamy and Clark have been good so far. But I just don't want. I think it's time.
Yeah,
because after this, it's gonna get. It's just gonna be too. It's gonna be just like too long and too.
Yeah.
Like there's no point to prolong it anymore. Like it's just.
That's the whole thing is that we're at the point where
we're
like,
here now. Let's do it now. Like where we have had enough build up, we've had enough time. They foreshadowed it for seasons now. Like, listen, we're still bitter about the fact what they did with Styles and Lydia from Teen Wolf. So
I mean, that is ridiculous.
It can't get any worse than that. Like, I feel like the 100 won't do that because it has better.
We thought that.
Well, no, I literally, I just watched, you know, The West Wing?
Yes, we've never seen West Wing though.
I watched like 7 seasons in like 1 month. I love this couple, Donna and Josh. They got together season 7, episode 15, and they've been building it since season 1. Like after that, I was like, I'm not complaining about any slow burn in my life. Like this has been 7 seasons, 22 episodes each. Like they've been building it. So it was ridiculous.
Wow, that's painful.
I'm not watching that.
That's painful.
It was really good. It was really good. Like I can't even complain about that because they still did it well, but like they prolonged that shit so long. Suits. There's like Harvey and Donna. I think they went overboard with prolonging that as well.
Well, it's different because you watched it in 1 month, and I'm watching Suits in like 5 years.
Yeah.
So when I'm watching it for 5 years, I just gave up, honestly. So I don't think that they're ever gonna. They're those kind of couples that they just went overboard.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen with Belark. Before season 5 started, honestly, I thought that this time jump is gonna actually help them get together. Like they're gonna make it so they would get together after season 5, and they kind of made it so they could have prolonged it 1 year more. So I really hope that they're not gonna do it again.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think season 6 is it for us. I think it's
I say that after every.
I know. I literally said that going into season 3. I said that going into season 4.
Well,
and season 5, but I mean it this time.
I think the last time, honestly, I really truly meant it.
We meant it last time.
Yeah, we meant it last time. This was the perfect. It was the perfect point.
I guess we'll see. Yeah. If they cross the line,
then they can go back.
If they cross the line in episode 13 now,
then they can go back, and then
that's it. Because they haven't crossed the line for like 5 seasons. They've been so close to crossing the line. They're like wiggling on the line.
In my opinion, they kind of crossed the line at the end of that season 4 when she talked to him for 6 years, and I couldn't.
But it's still not.
I couldn't portray that as platonic in my mind. I still can't. But they came back to the line.
So they're just on the line. They need to cross that fucking line, and if they cross that fucking line at the end of this season, which I think they need to, then season 6 is ours.
I would love, and I don't know, we're not gonna get it, and Lola, you're gonna say this is not gonna happen, but
I'm getting ready to say it's not gonna happen, dude.
I want an almost kiss. Like I know I just want an almost kiss.
That's not gonna happen.
Because that would be perfect. Because that is literally gonna happen, and it's still like that's still canon to me. Like,
honestly, after the season we had, I want a 2-minute conversation.
Literally,
I want.
We're not even asking for too much. I just want them to talk.
I would be so grateful for, honestly.
I literally just want them to talk. This is ridiculous. That's how the season has been going. Where I'm just like, I thought they were gonna talk episodes ago.
When we watched when we watched trailer, there wasn't. I feel like there was one little scene of Belark for 1 second,
and we were like, they're hiding the good stuff.
They didn't hide
there
anything.
Was nothing.
They didn't have scenes. That's why they were in the trailer. That's so pathetic.
I mean,
I still think though that something big is going to happen in the finale because they've never promoted it like they are now, and it's between Bellamy and Clark because Bob and Eliza. Like, they were at the fans' favorite panel, and the moderator called them the ship of the panel.
He saw the finale.
Yeah, I love that. That's how the entire panel started.
Yeah.
Like, hello, Bob. Hello, Eliza. You are our only ship here.
I mean, that's a great start, if you ask me.
I don't think that's true. Somebody in the dumpster fire said shippers usually leave when the main characters get together. There's proof about that.
No.
Listen to me. This fandom, when they get together, nobody's leaving.
Nobody's leaving.
This is what we've been waiting for. We want to see those canon scenes.
Like, if it was any other, like, I have watched shows where I just, like, literally watched some shows just for the sake of the ship. When they got together, I like stopped watching. But I've never been obsessed with that at all.
No.
Like, it was just like something to like pass the time with. everyone is here, just like everyone is here very much fully.
Exactly.
No one is.
This is different.
We're all here.
People are coming when they get together. Like I've seen so many tweets.
Yeah, me too.
From like people who are not even in the fandom at all, who are just like, I saw a tweet from like a girl who watched the first 2 seasons. She was just like, I don't watch the 100
anymore,
but I'm still checking to see when Bellamy and Clark get together because the internet will break, and that is when I will catch up to the 100. Honestly, like, I've seen so many tweets that say that, like, just people are waiting, like everyone's waiting, like this is the ship that like just like people who don't even watch the show just like know that it has to happen. Everyone's just waiting for this shit to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really exciting that there is this anticipation, but I think that unfortunately, because it's been so long that you know, it's hard for a lot of people to stay positive. And I think that I think that's when you really need to take a step away from the internet and really look at the story that you're watching and let the narrative.
I think that the negativity on Twitter can like feed into you a lot too.
Yeah, like I think
seeing it's just like it's just like gets inside of you, and like so that's why I think taking a break from like the negativity on Twitter is like a good thing too. Yeah, sometimes. Which like it's hard not to be. It's hard not to be negative about Ballard.
It is. It really is.
Like all of us know, but
I mean, I feel like we're generally. I mean, at least I'm like a pessimistic person. And like we do fall, I guess, more on the negative spectrum of things.
Yeah,
this season at least.
No, I wasn't like that in the previous season. Like I wasn't like that at all. I was positive about everything, and I was completely optimistic. Ask Chloe.
Yeah, she was very optimistic. I was not.
She was completely annoyed with me how optimistic I was. But then this season
I have been in this fandom for longer.
Honestly, I broke longer. With this season, it's not about the Twitter and the fandom. I stayed away from the fandom. I wasn't on our Twitter at all, completely, and still I got pessimistic and not positive about Ballard. I think the show did it in this season by itself, and I feel like I get optimistic, far more optimistic after this therapy and like therapy. I honestly do, because every therapy I start like, how am I gonna do this? I don't think anything good is gonna happen, and then we start talking, and then we start.
This therapy is only used for Mila.
Yeah, I feel like
it only works on Mila.
I'm telling you, and then the episode comes, and then I go down, but then this helps.
Yeah, it does. I think definitely like talking to everybody who feels like the same way. Like
shit, we're losing.
We're like this, like super positive, and then.
Oh no, we lost you.
Are you there?
Hello? Is it again just us? Or is it even not us?
Yeah.
It's us. Okay, I don't know. Lag crew. Yeah, well, it happens, people. No, what were we talking about? Positivity and negativity. I mean, when you're negative, like when an episode happens, like you already feel like negative about it, and if you enter Twitter, like for me also, it just like it intensifies negativity. I feel like so like I learned to like stop like going on Twitter much if like an episode just made me feel angry. Yeah, because it's just gonna it's gonna feel more intense. Yeah, but it was a lot this season that didn't have to do anything with fandom. Like even when you finish the episode, just like if you don't see other people's opinions, you still just like feel kind of not good about it, and like if you go, it just intensifies it. So we stayed away from Twitter a lot. This season.
We did actually.
We really did. But our mental health comes
exactly.
first.
I'm afraid how I would feel if I wasn't the entire time, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I want Ballard's first kiss to be Logan and Veronica from Veronica Mars.
Well, we are already there. They kissed in like season 1.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's okay. No, Logan, I would love that. I mean, that would be a great kiss. I think actually,
like that.
No, because like Logan and Veronica kissed in season 1, and it was great.
They didn't know each other.
Bellamy and Clark needed 5 seasons.
I am so sorry. Okay, we connected to a different Wi-Fi now.
We're on a different Wi-Fi.
Guys.
Oh, did you?
I feel like this one is even worse than the previous. Like, go back to the previous one.
This one isn't working either. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're here. Wait, what are they talking about? What's going on?
We were talking about Veronica Mars.
Oh.
Let's continue on. Bellamy and Clark's first kiss needs to be, I think, more intense because it's been 5 seasons in the building.
Exactly.
So
That's why
I can't even imagine. Like, I can't imagine their kiss. Like, I can't. It's been too long for me to
I've
imagine.
always imagined Bellamy and Clark's first kiss in like a moment of like desperation of like we're gonna die type thing.
Yeah.
Probably.
No, look, someone literally just said at this point I just want them to be a team again. Bitch, me too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, Milna asked me
after
what
episode. I feel 9. Like I feel like 9. Episode 9, and I just wanted, because Lola was more positive than me this season after every episode, and I was laughing to myself, and I was like, they're not.
I only say more positive. It's like barely positive at all, and but like more than her.
I looked at her and like I was like, what percent are you?
Like, how much do you think they're gonna get together? I'm just like, I just want them to be okay.
Really?
I just want them to talk and be okay. Like,
I know. This situation we're in, we've talked about this before, but like they've never been in this kind of situation that they're in now. Like now, because they've avoided actually talking to each other, like it's become an issue in their communication and in their leadership ability, you know? And I think that we see that in 505 when they're sitting down at the fire and they're talking, like Bellamy's impressed by her with how she survived. He asked her how. Oh my god!
And the way he looks at her.
And then Clark basically brushes it off and was like, "Yeah, like I had Maddie."
Well, that's another. Obviously, the radio calls her.
Yeah,
that is. Yeah,
I think Bellamy's gonna learn a little bit more about what Clark went through as well, because that was like left open as too.
That was left open. Yeah, that's what Bob was saying. Bob said, like, just because us as an audience know what Clark went through, that's why we sympathize with her so much.
But Bellamy doesn't know. That's it. That's that could also be said for Bellamy and Octavia, because Octavia
Octavia
what Clark does.
I actually thought that was said about Bellamy and Octavia.
Yeah. I don't like after like 505, after like Clark said, well, I wasn't alone, I had Maddie, whatever. Like that is the first time where I was just like, oh, they're gonna bring that back.
Yeah,
they're definitely gonna address the calls, and that is like gonna be a big part because she had that pause.
I just didn't know it's gonna be a big finale part. I thought it's gonna be a big
before that
episode 8 part or something like that.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that like I feel like he says to her, you know, surviving alone, like that's impressive and everything. Like he knew that. I think he knows that wasn't easy for her, but I think that the extent of what Clark went through is what needs to be needs to be talked about. Yeah. Definitely. And
there's just a communication issue.
Even in 506, when Clark goes up to Bellamy and she's literally having this problem of Maddie going to be the commander, and they never talk about that whole thing again, where she says, your sister is dangerous, and Maddie, and then it cuts off. Like, I feel like that whole thing right there, they never talked about that. So Bellamy didn't know how scared Clark was of Maddie becoming the commander and what that really meant to Clark. You know, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, the problem this season, really a big problem, is they all their talks were like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Like they haven't talked at all, really.
Yeah.
And it's been like 6 years. You would think they would talk about it, but like we haven't gotten that at all.
Guys, the fact that they haven't talked, like that's just like that fact that they haven't talked like that all season, like really like deeply talked like that. It's gonna be so built up and intense. Yeah. Like I'm so ready for that conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna love that scene in the finale if it's just like packed with emotions, because like they have not talked about anything, and there's so much to say, and they haven't like anything, like nothing. They haven't cleared up anything.
They have so much to talk about, honestly.
So just like,
and if we only have 2 minutes, a lot could be said in 2 minutes.
Do you guys think that the reunion is going to be this week or next week?
this week. I think 12.
We think
Like
that
because doesn't the like description say our heroes need to something settle
oh my god, to forgive each other or something like that, like to work together. Is that this week or is that next week?
No, that's this week.
Or something like that. So I feel like it's gonna be episode 12, maybe like towards the end of episode 12, because the war is starting, right? The war is starting, so they're almost all there. They're close. Yeah. So I feel like next episode it's gonna be reviewed. So. I think
there's gonna be a giant cliffhanger next episode.
What if the cliffhanger is Bellamy and Clark staring at each other and reuniting? Like,
it's gonna be something. There's gonna be something.
I actually think it has to be something with Legis 3.
Well, is Legis 3 gonna come this week or next week?
I thought I would go
because like, is that gonna be the cliffhanger? Because if we're going to Cairo sleep, they need to come at the end of episode 12.
I'm not sure anymore if you're going to guys.
I don't know anymore.
Why?
We've literally been talking about that all season. I'm gonna be upset if we don't go to
Cry. Jason. You should have asked Jason on the DMs. Just like, tell us if the Cairo sleep is a thing.
No, like, so we can rest assured. Do we go into Cairo or not?
I have no idea. At this point, I really have no idea if the Cairo sleep is a thing. No, they have to go. They have to go on another plan. They have new writers.
Yeah,
they have new writers.
Shannon Cook is only in the finale, which is interesting. I wonder what that's
he's
about.
Coming down.
Because he's coming down in the finale. So
who's coming down in the finale? Legis 3?
I think they are there. No.
Did we lose you again? Should I think we did? Or are we lost?
No, I didn't.
Are we the ones who are not here? I think we're the ones who are not here. Oh no, we're here. I don't know. Are we here? 513 synopsis.
Okay,
hello?
You're here. Are we
here? We're here.
Okay.
No, we were saying Shannon Cook has to come in, and he's playing somebody named Lucas in the.
Lucas?
Yeah, I think, but I think that maybe something, maybe this is maybe not happening, but we talked about that maybe something about the Legis 3 is gonna be at the end of episode 12, and that's how what?
Finale in the finale.
We're talking as well. I don't know what is happening. Hello?
No, we're here.
Okay, no, because like I heard both talking. I'm like, who doesn't hear who? I don't know. Well, like was back. Well, Lucas, and what is? Do we know the great grandfather's name?
Lucas.
Is it Lucas?
Lucas. We don't.
Oh.
Shit. Hello.
Can you hear us? We muted it.
We can hear you.
But they say they can't see us.
Oh shit.
You can see us now.
Oh, and like we can see ourselves small pictures, but it's fine.
No, are we moving?
I don't know.
We're not moving.
Okay, we're there.
Okay, great.
Are you guys there?
Yeah.
Somebody goes, I can't see myself. You're not supposed to see yourself.
Okay, are we there? It's all good?
Yeah, did we literally all go out at the same time? Because people are like,
that's the connection.
We're not hide and seek.
Okay, yes, part 1. In part 1 of the 5th season finale, Octavia leads her people into war. While behind enemy lines, our heroes must overcome their differences to save Wonkru from extinction. That's this week.
Behind enemy lines. Okay, but that behind enemy lines. That
sounds like Clark.
That's gonna be like Clark and
Stacey. And then they're gonna work together to save Bellamy and Wonkru, basically.
Yeah,
that's how I would take that.
I still think that still means though that Bellamy and Clark could see each other at the end of 12.
It could,
or in the middle of 12 across the battlefield.
Or what if we get? Well, we're definitely going to be in a war next episode with the promo. We're in a battle.
Yeah, the war started. I mean, we've been hyping the war since like episode 1. Like the war has been coming for a long time.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm actually really excited to see.
Yeah, finally it's happening.
And honestly, see what happens.
I would be so disappointed if the war didn't happen.
Imagine if we didn't get the war. It would be so sad. It was so bad.
This season would be for nothing, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to get the war. This has literally been what we've been leading up to the war.
I mean, listen, I don't think it's gonna be anything like similar to like what we've seen in like Vikings or like Game of Thrones. No. Like it's not gonna be like that.
Okay, no.
Oh, and remember the picture with all the blood he tweeted?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
no. I can't even imagine how the fighting is gonna go. Like I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna be good. Like maybe like season 1 ending. Remember with the grounders?
I feel like it's gonna be better. Honestly,
well, yeah, but like it's just gonna be like that much action.
Yeah. Okay, so the season finale part 2. It says in part 2 of the 5th season finale, Clark and her friends must risk everything to fight one last battle for survival, only to glimpse an even darker threat to the last survivable valley on Earth.
Even this episode 13, only to see that.
Okay.
It doesn't give out like anything. That sounds like Alicia's coming down.
But I felt like they're they're gonna be a threat. The second, what's his name? My baby Shaw. The second Shaw reacted to Raven's question. Like it was really suspicious in my opinion.
Yeah. Either he's spied them or maybe what if the worms
or maybe he's what
if the worms destroy it? But like what worms? How do you get where do like the valley? It's like if people are
no, I don't think so.
But like how the worms? Like there are no more worms close to the valley, right?
I definitely
a lot of people are freaking out about the worms because
I think that they have
but
like I'm still
she threw the worms out of the rover like before they left, so that was not like that was pretty close to like it's not like where they are. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But like, there has to be a reason why they have to leave the planet. Like, why do you go?
Then everybody. If there is no survivable
then
place,
no one can stay on the
then
ground.
No one can say that we are saying goodbye to the old people who are staying.
Well, we really think that Monty is going to stay behind to regrow the Earth, or Monty and Harper will, and one of them will die, or both of them will die.
I'm afraid for Monty and Harper, honestly. Yeah, I think like both of them might die. Honestly. Yeah, I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
They're just like in danger.
That would be super sad.
I just feel like that's his final wish is for the Earth to regrow, and the whole plant thing that he's been on all season, like the algae. I just think that that's where that story is going for him.
I would love that far more than if they died. Honestly, I think that would be amazing storyline if they stayed on the ground and if they.
I would prefer that so much more.
So much more than them dying, honestly.
Because there is this parallel with like Monty and Jasper.
Yeah, exactly. Where Jasper couldn't find that
peace,
light at the end of the tunnel. But Monty,
and I think it would be a tragedy if Monty died.
Exactly, and Monty found it. And
yeah, that's true.
And so
I would prefer that far more, honestly.
Like if they just stayed behind and like found
but I think that either both of them dies or one.
But like, but then the problem is like, why do some people leave? Why do some people leave the planet, and why do some people stay behind? Like, why do you choose? Like, why would
because they only have so many pods. They have so many pods.
We only have so many pods. Yeah, but I don't picture everybody like being like together. Like, I feel like some people are gonna be like left on Earth or something.
We never consider is it stupid? Maybe they have to leave. Like Alicia's tree made some people leave. Yeah.
It's like why?
But it's a threat.
Yeah, they're a threat.
They're a threat. They need people.
Yeah. They need people for
and
the new planet.
As a spy, say
Shaw is a spy. Yeah, Shaw was sent there to see who are people who need to be saved from the planet and brought to the other planets to. What are we talking about?
I don't know what
so funny is. Like, I feel like we have in our mind, like, we're going to space. We're going into cryo.
No, we're definitely.
To us, like, these things are, like, actually happening. But like, it's really frightening to think that we actually have no idea what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
Like,
no, we don't.
Literally, we don't know. Like, if these things are actually confirmed to be happening.
No, we're so in the dark. Like, we've been talking about the Cairo sleep for like months.
We for some reason are so fixated on that.
Well, because they mentioned it and they showed us the pods. I'm like, no way are we not going into that, because
I still think we are. I don't know. I still think we are.
They've mentioned it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely have to go to space, and just like we changed all the writers. Like, we changed all the writers because we need other people, like people from The Expanse, which is a show that's
completely sci-fi in space.
Exactly. Like, there's a lot of things that really push space is happening, especially the change in writers. Like,
no, space is definitely happening. I don't know about cryosleep.
Yeah, maybe like they don't go into cryosleep, but they just like they're just like.
But even if they do, but even if they do, we don't know how long are they gonna stay in space, and maybe they need to go to cryosleep. Yeah, and maybe they need to go to cryosleep because that's how many years has to pass
for them to get to the planet.
Yeah, we watched some sci-fi shows.
Watched too many.
What are we gonna get, like a time jump, or is it just gonna be like time is gonna pass?
What do you mean time jump?
Well,
like if we go into cryo, like is it like time gonna like pass?
Yeah, I feel like
we're gonna get like 100 years.
No,
like, the thing is, they're not gonna feel that, so it won't be the same thing. So it's not really a time jump because they're not
exactly. But it's enough where they could like redo the Earth.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so lost. I don't know what is actually
they're gonna be made to leave. I'm telling you.
They're gonna have to leave.
They're gonna have to. Allegiance tree threat, and they're gonna make them leave.
This is kind of off topic, but what Sean Bird said, does anyone think Octavia will ever accept Maddie now that she possesses the flame?
I actually think it's gonna be. I
think she will actually.
I think it looks like they're working together in that
we talked. Lola and me talked about that, and we think that she's gonna.
Even before we saw the picture.
Even before, that she's gonna
bend the knee.
Well,
I hate that term.
Please don't talk about
that term since Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but that she's gonna follow Maddie and like.
Well, I think that's what all those marks are on their foreheads, which Bob has in a behind-the-scene picture. Like, they all have the marks on them that they're following Maddie.
Yeah.
I
mean, also Octavia has that mark as well.
Yeah,
that was a big slur, but like it's gonna be interesting to see how that is gonna happen with
I think that's
Octavia
where actually
and Maddie, because like right now we're nowhere near Maddie and Octavia working together.
So it's really cool because Maddie like idolized Octavia at first, and now she's working with her like that. Like that'll be really exciting.
Yeah.
I feel like Octavia is gonna, because just her main goal is to get those people like to the valley.
Yeah.
And I think after like the events of episode 11, when they were like no more blood rain or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like after all of that, she is just gonna be like, let Maddie lead. If you wanna actually, like, she just wants to get them to the valley.
Yeah, I think she's gonna see that that's the best way for people. Exactly, for people to follow them.
Yeah.
Because nobody will follow her, and she knows that. And I think she finally, not finally. Oh my God, I want to say that. I think she realized that she's not the best for her, the thing that's best
for her people.
For her people.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Maddie possibly dying in the finale? Because the only reason why I didn't think that she was gonna die in the finale was, one, because that would absolutely break Clark right now, and two, because she had a tweet with Shannon Cook where he said something like, "Oh, we'll talk about that" or something in season 6 with like a winking face. But now I'm wondering if like the winking face was kind of like a giveaway that she's not gonna be. I don't know. Like, what if that was kind of misleading?
Read too much into that tweet. I don't know.
Like, we don't really.
I definitely don't think she will die. Not only because of Clark. I think they made her become her own character, and I think they love that storyline, and they have a lot of story to tell for Maddie. So I definitely think that.
Well, I see a lot of people saying that if majority of our guys do go into cryo, what if Maddie stays behind as like the commander and like fulfills that?
Will Clark really want that?
I don't know.
Maybe she won't
stay on Earth.
Exactly. Clark would never, not even with a gun on her face. Clark would never.
Clark would literally be like,
shoot me, I'm not going without Maddie.
Yeah. So I don't think that is.
No, definitely.
I don't think so. I think Maddie's also gonna leave.
Yeah.
If we're all leaving, Maddie's also gonna leave. I think. I don't think she's dead. Are you guys there? Did we lose you again?
Notice that during the Facebook Live, Eliza, she seemed like emotional when they had asked about Clark accepting Maddie as a commander.
I think we're all. I don't think.
About Clark
Can you guys
accepting?
hear us?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, no, there was that question at the end of the Facebook Live.
Oh yeah, that was like we were like that was like kind of left us uneasy because Clark Eliza looked like very like her answering that question, she looked really emotional.
It was just weird.
She kind of like paused and like turned to Bob, and like it was just like very like emotional, her answer to
but
that.
Some fans took that differently. Some fans took that her trying to get around answering it with like Lexa response in some way, that or not spoiling it. Like some fans took that.
I think it was not. I'm not sure, but I think it was not spoiling it because it looked like, to me, it looked like when she turned to Bob, I think they looked at each other like, what can I say? What should I say?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it was just like, I can't. Should I? What should I say? What exactly?
Yeah.
I think that she didn't want to spoil anything.
Could be that. I hope Maddie doesn't die. I think that was just.
Bob and Eliza looked at each other. It was like, what should we say right now? Do not spoil. What can we say? And something like that.
It would be devastating.
Well, what's interesting is Bob actually said, he was like, I'm happy I didn't have to answer that one. So I feel like Bellamy does have something to do with Clark accepting Maddie.
That could be. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, but that has to happen in episode 12.
Yeah, because I think Clark is gonna accept Maddie by the middle of episode 12.
Because
I think there's a radio conversation next episode.
What?
What if there's a radio conversation next episode?
Why would that happen?
Because we know that Clark is going to probably be working with Space Crew to save Wong Crew from extinction. So what if to communicate, they're talking on the radio?
I don't think Clark would talk to Bellamy. I feel like she would just like listen and like not want to take the radio.
They left things. I'm not sure if I want them to talk for the first time they talk on the radio.
It's kind of like awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole situation.
No, I actually think that the end of the next episode is gonna probably be Octavia bending the knee.
Octavia surrendering to Maddie.
I think that's
probably where that's gonna end.
Big thing at the end of the next episode, and everybody following Maddie.
Yeah, I think that's probably where we're gonna end, and it's probably gonna be like Maddie walking with this giant.
I feel like she's gonna probably be the first one who's gonna put the
someone
thing
needs to
on
tell
her
me
face.
Where the fuck are gonna be Diyoza and like her people.
Oh my god, Diyoza and Kane. We didn't even talk about that yet. That whole
what are they doing?
Oh, with McCreary.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be part of a plan. It could be like him really not wanting like Octavia in the valley. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Kane is maybe not thinking straight.
I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, HP fan 101, the devil thing. Like he said something about like the devil being in the garden, and I don't know. Like, is that a plan? Because Diyoza specifically said to Kane, "Yeah, the Red Queen is gonna win. Like Octavia has the people, she's gonna win." So. I don't know, is this part of their plan to appeal to Kane? Or is this not a plan? And this was one of the questions for panel call this week. but we didn't even really know how to respond to that because we have no idea.
I don't know.
Especially because I don't know, because I honestly don't know how Dios is thinking, not Kane. Because does the Yosa think that she can make peace after everything with Octavia? I think she maybe thinks that she can manipulate McCreary again, and she can manipulate her people to follow her again, McCreary's people and everybody. But I don't know if she thinks that she can make peace with Octavia, because after everything, she couldn't make peace for 12 episodes. So if this is a plan, what kind of a plan this is for her, in my opinion? I have no idea.
Well, yeah, I think it's also, you know, you have to take into effect that Diyoza is pregnant with McCreary's baby. Like, that is the father of her child. Yeah. So that kind of complicates things.
No, this is so complicated.
That's in my opinion. That's why I don't know. For Kane, I can go either way. I can go. No, I don't think this is a plan. Especially we know how he showed too many times how he feels about Octavia. Especially after we saw the scene in episode 11 when she should shoot people, and when he's the one who took the bite that he didn't want to take.
Yeah.
It's interesting to me. I'm off the subject. It's interesting to me if it's gonna be in the show, because it was off the script, taken off the script. I don't know. Yeah. That Kane doesn't know that Abby is involved in everything.
That Abby literally
made Octavia. Yeah, because he was saying the entire time that Octavia is the devil, the one to blame for everything, and in the script it says that Kane doesn't know that Abby is the one who made Octavia do all those stuff. Yeah. And it was
like, I don't know how that changes things for him.
Yeah.
Or
it was so complicated. What was so twisted about that entire situation down in the bunker during the dark year was Octavia literally said to them, "Give me another choice. Like, let's figure something else out."
Always does that.
Nobody said anything.
It was the only option.
That was their only option. Like, and people were so quick to judge and everything, but what were they gonna do?
I really want Bellamy to know what happened down there too. I want Bellamy to find out.
We I think mentioned this in our review or something. We had talked about this briefly, but what do you think would have happened if Bellamy and Clark were down in the bunker during this entire situation?
Oh my God!
Do you think that the cannibalism stuff would have happened?
Because I had said no, and people on Twitter were like, "Why you what does that make no sense?" And I think that it would have happened, but I think that it wouldn't have affected Bellamy and Clark the way that it affected Octavia.
Yeah.
It would have affected them in a different way.
Well, they would have had each other.
They had each other, and I think that they would have been able to bear that together, Bellamy and Clark, instead of Octavia taking that on all herself, really. And I think Bellamy and Clark they're better at I don't know, they're used to that. I don't know, they're just used to leading more so than Octavia.
I think that of course cannibalism would happen because they couldn't.
There's
in my opinion, they
choice.
couldn't. Yeah. They're not magicians. They couldn't imagine anything else. Maybe if Monty was there, maybe Monty would.
Monty could have figured something out with the algae.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that everything would play out differently, because I don't think. I don't know why, but I think they would think anything, something. They will figure something out on a different way, but because I don't think they would shoot people too, so they would to break the will. I don't think they would be able to do that ever, especially after everything they've been through. I don't think they would ever do that.
I don't know. I think
I do think that would have worked out differently somehow.
I think they would have needed to also just take away the people's choice and make them become cannibals. But I think also, in a sense, Bellamy and Clark would have dealt with that in a better sense, because they went through so many shit in the first 4 seasons, and they made the worst choices ever, and Octavia was never in that position.
Yeah.
And she was forced to be in that position in the worst possible way.
Yeah.
So I think Bellamy and Clark wouldn't have been as broken as Octavia has become.
No, and especially because they would have each other, honestly.
Yeah.
And Octavia didn't have anyone, and and nobody had a better plan to tell her, literally. So I think.
And Octavia never wanted to be a leader. Like Octavia never wanted any of this really.
I mean, neither did Bellamy and Clark.
Neither did Bellamy and Clark, but they like. I mean,
they had been from.
They had this in season 1, so like they're used to it. But like Octavia has never been that, never wanted to be that, and she just got forced into a shitty situation, and like she with
the people who never gave her any other option. Honestly, I feel like this season she asked for like 10 times.
Like every episode
there is a scene where she asked, "Give me another solution,"
and no one gives
answers when she says that. Like nobody ever. Only did it couldn't see that becoming like being a full resolution and where everybody got peace and everything. Like there was just so much, and Octavia never wanted to be a leader. If you think about how she became a leader, it's because she was a good fighter in the conclave back in season 4. That was the whole reason, because she was the only one out of them that would have been able to fight and win. So
I mean, that is the whole point why the ascension thing is so fucking dumb.
Do you know, also, I think if Jaha was alive,
oh my god,
it would be different. Honestly,
if Jaha was
interesting, it would have been if Jaha was in the bunker.
What would it have been like during cannibalism?
I don't think any of us appreciated how good of a leader Jaha was.
Yeah,
you don't know what you got till it's gone.
But he was actually a really strategic and
exactly
the best for his people in the end. You know, I think Jaha. Now looking back at his character,
his story was
fantastic.
Yeah.
He was really good at like making the tough choices and living with them.
Exactly, and apparently Kane wasn't. Kane isn't. That was shown in this season, especially when I think about it. Jaha would completely be
he would I mean, he would deal with this much better. I think he would do what needed to be done.
I think he would,
and he would not break.
Yeah, and I feel like he would actually give Octavian maybe
others,
or he would do it.
He would do it himself. Yeah, would do it himself.
Well, he was actually a really big part of Octavia stepping up as the leader in episode 2.
Yeah.
It was still such a great episode looking back. That was a great episode. That scene of her fighting and saying, "You are Wonker, you're the enemy of Wonker." I still think that was such an amazing moment on the 100. Like such a great scene.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's one of the best scenes of this season.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I just miss Jaha. I just miss Jaha.
Marcella had mentioned this to me the other day. She was like, you know, this entire season has just been filler in some way. Like every single thing that they've tried to do has not worked this entire season.
Like
we're still marching to war.
We've been like leading up to the war. That's why like the whole
season. Like every single thing that we've done to try to stop the war hasn't worked at all.
That is true, but I mean that can also, I think, be said for seasons 4.
Yeah, that's what
like they kept trying to find a solution for and nothing was happening.
Exactly.
It's like an
episode.
It's just nothing works out for the 100. Though.
Yeah,
that is just
works for the 100. Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, it's very true.
So like this is nothing new compared to season 4.
Yeah,
exactly. With Alexis, Marshall just said, Monty and Cooper as a keep probably would have kept the farm healthier. Wait, hold on, I just lost that. Would have kept the farm healthier overall. He was able to revive the plants in a few days that she couldn't in months, years with his algae. He was innovative.
But wasn't the problem the lack of protein?
Yeah.
Like I don't think algae carry protein.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem. They needed a year or maybe hopefully less to grow whatever has protein in it.
Yeah, but the thing is, how did they survive up in space without protein? Because that's all they ate was the algae, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's for 6
maybe
people.
Algae has
but that's for 6 people, and this is for.
Well, still, if algae has protein and it has protein, if you could grow algae, then everyone's good. I don't know.
I agree, but that story, it's kind of not believable to me that because Cooper is the best in the business. Like, he knows everything the best. He was
she was on the arc and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. So it's not believable to me that Monty, who is like 18, was better.
Smart.
Yeah, smarter than her.
I mean.
Oh, somebody just said plants have protein. There we go.
There you go.
Sorry, I don't know. I was always very bad with biology. Is that where that? I hated biology. I'm sorry. I love math.
We have math majors and English majors. We don't do science.
Don't give me biology, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just reading the comment. Huh? Oh shit. What? I don't know. I did something. Okay. The algae was on the arc.
Yeah, everybody says the algae.
2 + 2 = 5. Yes, that is my math.
Yeah. I still love that moment though in 5:10 when Monty comes out with the algae. He comes up like holding a plant, like, guys, relax, I got this.
No,
like,
Monty really deserves the world. Monty has been trying so hard. Like, I love Monty this season. He has been trying so hard to like bring peace. And I love that he's doing that for like Jasper in his mind. Like, he just wants to honor Jasper's memory as well. And it like breaks my heart that like he can't catch a break. Like he revives the farm, but then Octavia burns it and like doesn't give them much of a choice. And now Monty has to go and fight. And like it's so tragic to me.
Yeah.
But like if this season ends, I just like want them to stay. Monty and Harper to stay on the ground and like live on a farm and just like can that happen?
Phone's ringing.
Phone? I love that sound.
No, we were saying when that last scene that we had of Bellamy and Monty, that felt very final to us. Like that left us very uneasy watching that.
I told her, I told Camille, and I was like, this literally looks like a scene, like their last scene before Monty dies or gets left behind or something like that.
Yep.
And
that's what we took that. It was very
but Bellamy smiled.
I know. Like Bellamy smiled a lot this season.
Yeah, Bellamy smiled a lot.
With his family.
And I kind of wasn't able to appreciate it as much as I would want to.
Yeah, because like you can't even connect to anything.
Every time he smiled.
Has he with Clark this season? Yeah, when she was talking to him on the radio.
What?
Jacqueline said, "Did Bellamy smile at Clark this season?"
But that was it, though.
And that wasn't.
I mean, that was the bare minimum. That was literally the bare minimum.
Smiling because he was happy.
He was happy. Yeah, he like smiled as she was talking on the radio, facing away from him.
No,
like
he was looking at her and then he smiled.
Yeah, but she wasn't looking at him.
I don't care. He still smiled.
Yeah, I mean, Bellamy loves to love with his family, but like, God forbid we have a smile with Clark.
When was the last time Bellamy and Clark laughed at each other?
Unity Day.
Unity Day.
No.
Was it Unity Day?
Yeah, 4 or 6 before when
was that
when they survived.
Bellamy smiled. Clark was like,
yeah.
Look,
that was good. Yeah, that was good. I guess. All right. Well, all right. So we get one a season or every 2 seasons or something. Like, I guess that'll be
season 6 is our season, guys. Season 6.
Yeah.
Season 6.
We're holding out hope for that season.
Cool guy Cal, don't say that. I expect Murphy sacrificing himself for Raven. No.
No. Murphy, we can't. No.
What? Who's sacrificing himself? Raven, no, God.
Everybody thinks Murphy's dying.
No.
I don't think Murphy's dying.
I actually think if Murphy was about to die, he would die by sacrificing himself for somebody.
Definitely.
If he was gonna die, that is definitely.
I don't think that's happening.
I need Mervyn to happen. For anything like that happened.
I mean,
I still don't think he's ever though. I never saw like Murphy's character, like his arc ending in death. No. I never saw that happen.
No, he's gonna live. He's gonna be like.
I think that he's like the last man standing on the 100.
He's kind of like the Daryl.
Yeah, exactly. He's like the one that like just won't die.
Just won't die.
I mean, the entire point of his character is like he survives.
He's a cop.
He's gonna survive, like no matter. Like literally, this show has to end with like the nuclear. Like there's another apocalypse. Everyone is dead, and somehow Murphy is the only person that survived.
Or it's ending by him sacrificing himself.
Yes, there's only the two options. I mean, I think it would be very poetic and tragic, and he'll die.
Yeah, for me,
if Murphy sacrificed himself for someone,
I would love that.
Especially like Raven. Oh my God, if it's Raven.
Yeah, for me, I agree.
You would have to revive me because I would be dead. I would actually be dead.
But I don't think that's
I don't think that's I don't think
or something like that.
That's like maybe the last season.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna.
I think so. I think that's.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen before that at all. So.
Are we still here? Oh.
Oh yeah, a cockroach only dies by its own choice.
That's actually very true. I never thought of that.
Is it very true?
But I still don't think it's gonna happen this season. If that did end up happening,
it's not gonna happen this season.
No, it's definitely not gonna happen this season.
I mean, they haven't really, like we said, they haven't built up his death like we.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm much more concerned about Monty.
Monty definitely built up. I think.
I think there's more of a chance of Monty dying than Murphy.
I think
I thought they built up Kane too, which was weird.
Kane and I don't think Abby actually. I thought Abby was gonna go in the beginning of the season, but now I don't.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I'm shocked. I'm honestly shocked Kane and Abby are gonna survive this season.
Do you think is Kane confirmed, right?
Yeah.
Well, listen, we could take that wording of that article. It said we'll find out what happens to Kane in season 6. What does that mean?
That means that we could like not know what happens at the end of this season.
We could not know and then have him die in season 6, kind of like Jaha, how he died in the beginning.
Just be something like that.
I don't.
Well, then he doesn't die in season 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, he won't die in season 5. So.
Okay, that's. So we only, in my mind, we only have 3 people on dying list, honestly.
Monty, Harper,
and Indra. I can't figure out the 4th one.
I really hope Indra doesn't die. I hope it's not Indra.
I hope so as well, but I feel like they have.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I have loved her this season. Like this season, I've loved her interaction with Octavia. I think she's been and with Bellamy too. I think it's so cool. We got to see a lot of her and Bellamy, which we never got before. Yeah.
No, she had a really great storyline this season, which makes her high on the death list.
Yeah.
Because she has scenes and like such a good plot, and like a good purpose in the show. So I think like they might have actually.
Yeah, but I'm just confused because in my mind, if Harper and Monty are dying, they're dying together. So if they're not dying, then Indra's dying, and who's dying with her? I have no idea. I don't have the second person.
The other reason why I think Monty, remember that picture we got of Chelsea during the pictures of like the set and her hands are all bloody? Like what if Monty gets shot or something and she's trying to like stop the blood, like to stop the bleeding or something? That's her hands are bloody. It could be like a hint or something.
Is that the countdown picture?
Yeah.
Like she was holding the like whatever the number and like her hands were like all bloody.
Mhm.
I forgot about that completely.
Or that could be like metaphorical to like the blood on like her hands.
But
I don't know.
No, it's not metaphorical. Someone's dying.
So you think maybe Monty's gonna die and Harper's not gonna die?
Oh, no, I hate that. Don't do
that.
I
don't know. I always picture them dying together.
I always picture them dying together, but what if Monty dies and Harper stays on Earth while we go into cryo because she's going to regrow the Earth for Monty?
Well, she's not that smart.
No offense to Harper, no one is that smart. Like, no one is as smart as Monty.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, like who is as smart as Monty? Besides
I can't. No, they can't kill Monty because like he's doing this for this can't end like Jasper. Like this can't end in death. Like let him just stay on Earth. Let him just stay on Earth.
I have a bad feeling about him and Harper being left behind.
What?
Like just
they got left behind. Yeah, the Bellamy went.
I you meant being left behind at the end of the season.
No, Bellamy went with Octavia to war, and then we left Monty and Harper. What if that group gets
that's
attacked?
when a lot of people are also talking about the worms, though, with that situation.
What if they all get attacked? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so. I don't want them to die, but like you said, I don't know if they don't die, then Nindra and someone else has died.
Exactly.
Is McCreary a big death? Because McCreary is gonna die.
That's a big death, then we have second death.
McCreary is gonna die.
I think that
could be it.
Maybe. I don't think so, though.
I don't know.
I don't consider him as a big death.
Well, no, me neither. But like, I can't think of
I hope Tayuza makes it to season 6.
I hope she does too. I
think she might.
I think she will.
I think she's just a really good character and it'd be a shame to waste.
Yeah, exactly. I think McCreary is the only one definitely from space from
Allegiance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Shaw can because he's with Raven and like don't do that to Raven again.
Yeah, I think he really has a storyline with Allegiance. Yeah. So I feel like it's gonna be really important in the next season. Yeah.
That's true. Because I actually before you guys had said the thing about Allegiance 3 with Shaw, I had thought that he was dying, and now I don't think he is, because now I completely I always saw him not making it to season 6. I don't know why. But now I'm thinking maybe he will, because if he has this big storyline, he can't die.
That'd be a great story for him too, because he's already such a complex character. I feel like Jason really this season he introduced us to a lot of really great characters who have this story behind them that it would be a shame not to really flesh out in another season for sure.
Well, that's the same for that.
I think the Allegiance prisoners, I mean, especially the 3 of them that we know, have been just such a good point in this season. I just enjoyed everyone's storyline, and I think they're really a great addition.
Yeah,
to the 100. And I think it would be a shame to get rid of a lot of them. Like McCreary, I think we can get rid of him.
Oh, after the last episode, I want him gone.
I think
Winston is dying too.
Winston?
How do you know that? I think so.
Probably. He's gonna die.
He's gonna die protecting address, something like that. That's gonna be great.
Winston is gonna die, but he's not a big death.
It's for me.
Come on. But I think Shaw and Tayuza are gonna make it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think those are the only 2 out of the new characters that will make it, besides Maddie. I think those 3.
Oh yeah, Maddie, of course.
I
mean, we don't have any other new characters, right? No one comes to mind. There's new.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to put him out.
I'm excited though. Whatever's gonna happen this week is gonna blow our
I'm so excited for Tuesday.
I think it's gonna be so good.
I can't believe it's that's the first part of the finale. I can't believe it's in 2 days.
We're here. We're made it, guys. Somehow we've made it.
Yeah.
I can't believe it went by so fast. I can't believe this. It feels like we started.
I thought season 4 went by so fast, but
this was really fast.
Yeah.
It was really fast.
When I think about season 4, I feel like I was so exhausted and I wanted it to end, but now I don't feel like that at all.
Yeah, no, me neither. I feel like there's so many things that still need to happen.
Yeah.
We have no time for anything to happen.
Yeah. So much has to happen. I'm very
excited. I cannot
excited.
wait for Tuesday.
I cannot wait, and
I'm so excited.
I just pray that we are celebrating soon.
I hope we're.
I guess we'll see. I expect a good scene, just I don't even know the context.
Whatever it is, I think we're gonna die no matter what. Honestly, I mean,
there's no question about that. We die either way.
Yeah,
exactly. We die no matter what happens with Mars.
Exactly.
They really have to do the bare minimum for us to die. So that is no question. I just hope we have something as well in episode 12.
Yeah,
I would like to see there as well. I guess.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, make the reunion. It'll make sense that reunion is in 12. I think 13 is very far.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
I really hope that the reunion is going to be on Tuesday at the very end. I think that would be such
I
a
think
great
it would be a
cliffhanger.
great cliffhanger, yeah, but we'll see. I mean, I'm so excited for that scene for them to talk. I can't.
I feel like can it really all be fixed in like one episode in one scene? Like, what is the scene of them making up and forgiving each other going to be in the beginning of 13?
Well, no, I think we're definitely getting more than just
like
one scene.
I feel like it has to be.
They're gonna have to work together to win the war. Whatever's gonna happen. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But I don't.
What if the next another death a lever? Like, because every season we have a lever to pull.
Oh, what? Allegiance
that's gonna be that we all like talked about this. That's gonna be like the thing to go into cryo.
To go into cryo, who's gonna pull it?
It's gonna be Allegiance 3. Allegiance 3 gonna pull. It's gonna be like a metaphor for our guys losing control or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Oh, I could see that. That's actually really good.
That's good. I could see them doing that.
Yeah. I'd rather that pull anything.
Like, I don't want like a 216 parallel of like together pulling a lever together. Like,
oh, they can't because they're gonna be in pods. They can't really do it together. But
next to each other.
Yes, at least next to each other. Like on one side, Bellamy. On one side of Bellamy, there's Clark. On the other side, there's Zeko.
Basically, yeah.
Octavia's neither.
Octavia's above.
Yeah.
Octavia's somewhere above.
Octavia's not close.
One can hope.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Like fireworks.
I like. Are we sure about the Cairo sleep anymore?
No, I'm not.
I know, right? I don't know.
Right?
Like, there's so much. I'm so excited for the finale. Like, so many things need to happen, but like, I can't even imagine Allegiance 3 nor Cairo sleep. I can't imagine anything.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine Allegiance 3. I can't imagine any more Cairo sleep. I'm like,
I don't know.
Just because I always thought that Belaric has to kiss before Cryosleep, and I just can't get that can't get that out of my head. That the second when they go to the Cryosleep, when they know they're gonna spend 100 years in those spots.
I love how everyone just like accepted it's 100 years.
Well,
we just accept it.
It's 100.
It would make it just 20. I would be like, what are we talking about?
What's that 3?
Well, that'll be funny.
They'll be like, okay, let's go take a bath.
Yeah.
Bellamy and Clark will be like, we need this sleep.
Yeah.
We deserve this.
We're tired. Oh my god.
You have to put us into Cairo sleep. There's no sleep.
Yeah, I can see that.
What?
Bellamy's gonna make a funny joke about that for sure.
If that happens.
I wish. I mean, I don't know. Like, how are we going to Cairo sleep? Like, do we have time for that? If Allegiance 3 appears in episode 13, how do we have time for any of that?
There's so much needs to happen. It's gonna be so fast paced, and I feel like everything that happens now is gonna be so monumental. Like, it's gonna be epic. The entire thing. I feel.
No, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this like 2-part finale. We haven't had a 2-part finale since like season 3. Also, okay, that since like the previous one.
Yeah.
Except I thought it was the last one was season 2.
No, it was season 2.
Yeah, but like
we always didn't have it.
Didn't 3 end up with Clark going into the City of Light, and then it went into 16 or something? Did it not do that? Was that
no? Episode 15 ended with them entering the throne room and realizing that like what's her name, Antari, is brain dead. That's
It ended with her being brain dead. Yeah.
The episodes weren't really connected, but then again, like neither were the ones in season 1. I think the only ones that were like maybe connected were season 2, because it was like the fight that was like one night, right?
Yeah.
But season 3 kind of was connected.
Oh yeah, it was connected,
actually,
but it was connected. But,
yeah,
like,
it was completely
like in
connected.
my it was the same day. It was the same, like
literally,
it was like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so excited, and
me too.
Yeah, we can't wait to talk to everybody on live next week about one of the
a lot to talk about, and we're gonna get really excited about the part 2.
Yeah.
Like I went to the promo for the 13th
Me
episode.
too.
Oh my god, yeah, we got the promo. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I mean,
like so far every promo like didn't show us much.
The promos have.
But I feel like episode 13 they have to like.
I was so more excited in season 4 about promos because they always
promos have like ridiculous.
They always have something to.
Remember they gave the Balark hug away in the promo and we all died.
I hate that. Like don't give me like. If,
oh my god, I'm gonna skip promo.
If the in the promo.
Imagine if they give us something in the promo.
In the promo, they're gonna have to give us this, a part of the Bellamy part. They have
to tease that. Yeah.
Maybe just like their faces.
I don't want anything because I've been waiting for.
I don't want any spoiled. No, I need a tease to last me through a week.
No. unless like 2 seconds, but like it can't be like longer than that.
I wouldn't. No, I don't want it. I've been waiting for a year. For a good scene.
What if like in the promo we just like get Maddie who's telling him like she called you?
No, they're not gonna give that away.
What if that's next up? What if that's on Tuesday? Like what if that happens in 12? The radio calls get mentioned to Bellamy, and then we have to wait a week for Bellamy to be able to talk about it with Clark.
That could happen. That's possible. Are we back? I don't think any of us are here anymore. Can you guys see us and not them, or can you not see? Well, this is still going, which is weird. Oh no, what did you do? I didn't do anything. You clicked that. No, I. Can you guys see us?
Can you see us okay? Can you guys hear us and see us okay?
Do you see us? Because I know that they're not here.
They're not here, but do you see us? You hear us? You see us? Yes, yes, okay. Good, okay. Yeah, they're gone though, but they completely disappeared, yeah. That might have been, they're back.
Are we back? We were talking. We did it. This is hilarious.
We all disappeared. We all disappeared at the same time. They're like, where did everybody go?
We completely cut off.
We cut off. We weren't there. And we were like asking, can you hear us? I guess you guys.
Yeah.
I think we were answering you, and we thought they were answering us.
And we were continuing to talk, just like they are hearing us and not hearing you, and we weren't even there.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. Okay, we should get off before this happens again.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about everything.
Pretty much.
I mean, this is
pretty long.
It's the Black Crew this time around. This is Black Crew.
Black Crew lives on.
Always.
And it carried us through episodes.
Through the entire season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Black Crew.
Black Crew versus Wong Crew season 6 finale.
Oh my gosh.
I think we win.
Right.
I think we win.
I think we would win too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That was the dark period of the live session. That was the dark period. All right, guys.
All right, so we will talk to you guys after next episode.
What?
I said we'll do this again after episode 12.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we will. We
hopefully with a better option.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully our Wi-Fi will be better too, guys.
Yeah. I literally don't know whose Wi-Fi is worse. We're on.
I feel like we alternate. It depends.
It goes back and forth this week.
The best of both worlds. Just like neither of us, our Wi-Fi is gonna work. So
yeah.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you for everybody who joined us.
Thanks for hanging out with us. This was a lot of fun. And
yeah, we'll see you after next episode.
Can't wait.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
I always wave. Why do I wave?
I don't know what
I wave too.
It's still live.
We're still live.
I want to go off.
Bye.